You look pretty wet. Yeah, a lot of water moving.
You are now watching the 2023 season of Farming with Duffy Ag.
Welcome back to the channel. Beautiful day, except it has rained non-stop up until this, and they're saying tomorrow is going to be, or Wednesday is going to be more rain. Since I put this rain gauge out, we got 1.5 inches of rain. That makes for, I bet we're 3 to probably 4 inches of rain in the last week. So yeah, that is why there's no seed in the ground. If we put seed in the ground and these nights are getting down to 30s, 32, 33, with 4 inches of rain sitting in the soil, that poor corn seed would be, yeah, poor corn seed. But alrighty, we're gonna dive in today, see how far we make it. We got a lot of things to do, weather dependent, right? As long as it's halfway decent weather out right now, granted we got rain, 100% we got some rain, so the streams and the creeks and the tile lines are all moving. I figured I might as well jump on this, go out back, keep digging out back where we finished up the other day. But run the grease gun around this, put some fuel in it, and we'll go boogie along, because it is, honestly, it is beautiful weather. So working in here, I can do that at night, now that we got all the lights. So we might as well just run up and over the hill, work on that. And then later when it gets dark, we got the lights, we can work in here. That truck's in a good place. Little stuff we got to do with it, but it can run right now. That truck's in a good place. So we'll see if that runs this week. The rain really made it more challenging for me, but let me finish greasing this. This is exactly why we're doing this. Look at the water running. This is out of the pond. That's out of that tile outlet. Everything's running good, clean, fresh. All down there is elevated, but it's running through nicely, running down. So that is 100% the reason why I'm doing this. This is running way more than I thought, but it makes sense because the ground it didn't have much water, excess water in the ground. But yeah, that's how it should be. The water level's way lower. It's fluent. That's what we're doing. We're making everything flow fluently. I think that's the right word. But I still got to dig in the other side. I figured out back's more of a priority because we're going to farm the ground right there. I'd still like to find the tile outlets. So we'll see where we get to. We got to unload the landall. Got to get the plows ready. We got to pick somebody up with the landall this week. So we got quite a bit of work to do, but look at this flowing. Just non-stop. And a lot of people have put good comments about I need tile flags, stuff like that to mark where I'm at. I agree, we got to get there. But look at it flow out of that. So that's water management. And I know there's people in the comments saying, oh, I can't believe you're digging, you're eroding stuff, things like that. These tiles have been here for, that clay tile, I bet that's been there for 30, 40 years, if not longer. So, once we get all this stuff off the pad this week, we'll scrape everything, and then we can be in a really nice place. Really nice place. Another case, water just running straight down. When we get up there where we haven't dug, you'll see the difference. But coming down, going over, and out it goes. I was not planning on actually digging this one out. I thought it had enough flow, but when I came here, this was all underwater up to there. So now it's actually draining. It's just the standing still water is what causes all the problems, and then everything becomes saturated. So out there in the field has standing water in it. So we'll dig up a little bit more. As you see, water's running nicely now. Found a tile line right here. There's a metal pipe coming out. I pulled that up, and there we go. This tree was, it grew right into it and buried it. So I'll dig this back, we'll find it all the way. water was running there prior. That's why it's all backed up through here. I don't know if that's the one outlet that has all three running into it or what, but water is pouring out. I'm gonna keep working my way up. We'll come back in a little bit. We're gonna have to check that later. This water's just all built up because that tree was growing on top of that pipe. So everything was in the way, so now we're in a good place. That's running out, which supposedly there's 3 tile lines going this way. Yeah, but you can see that water down there is nice and easy. Up here is all backed up, slow flowing. That's our issue. If anybody's thinking about buying a 331 Bobcat mini excavator, I highly recommend it. It's not rated for that, but it got it out of there, and it's the machine that's keeping us moving right now. So that is a decent sized tree there. So that was blocking that tile line that's pouring water out. And now I'll just keep working my way up, cleaning things up. I think I got more. I honestly think I found one over there when I started digging the ditch. But I'm just gonna work my way up. We're gaining on this. That might rain us out. That's why I said I'm gonna come out here and do some work before we get rained out. Dylan said we got more rain coming. He just got shut down on the job site like an hour, 2 hours ago. Loves it. We'll keep going until we get wet. Rain has not shut us down yet, which is a good thing because, oh, almost just fell down. Oh, fuck. Packed. I got more water running up there. As you see, this just filled in, and once it fills in, it just slowly runs. It's supposed to be way down here on this level, but let me get this cleaned up out. How you doing, buddy? You having a good day? I did pull a section of pipe up, which it was full and smashed down. Could be smashed for me. But as you see, this is bubbling. So this creek's just gotta get lower. That waterway. What are you doing, buddy? Yeah, it's getting there. I can't feel where it actually is yet, but it's somewhere in here. So, yeah, we got a bunch of rain, and I think more is still coming. We got missed by any before, so that was good. But, yeah, there's water pouring out of that right here. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's not too low. The end is right here. So it's all moved around, which is good. It's no longer bubbling, which means it's not restricted. It's just flowing. It's a metal. Oh wait, no. There we go. So they put the metal ends on. There we go. Tile's not supposed to be full like that, but well, we got to get some cages for stuff like that, but that is flowing. I think this is going to go north of us. I'll run up, do a little bit more, and I'll come back and look at this. It'll clear up, and you look pretty wet. Yeah, a lot of water moving. This lower part of this field is really, really saturated. There's a rock formation here, which what we've learned so far is when there's a rock formation or you start finding rocks, that's where a tile line is. So I'm gonna dig right in here. You can see I'm about foot down to where the bottom of the creek should be, or the stream or whatnot. And it's running. That's not really running. Then you get here and it's moving like anything. So we're gaining, but let me dig right here and we'll see what we got. Maybe that will be it. it's starting to get pretty cold out. So this is what I'm battling. Standing water in a field that should drain down over the hill. Like standing water. Up there is a little bit better, but we're battling that. The main reason is because the tile lines were either plugged underneath. So down there should be a lot better. When we walk back, we'll check it out. I'm thinking I probably got another tile line up there. I'm kind of thinking I might have missed a few. But here's what we got. We got a clay line that's pouring out of it. But this was so under the water that it wouldn't go anywhere. I think that's clay. No, that might be steel. They might have put a steel pipe and the tile lines in there somewhere. But the rock formation was a dead giveaway. But you can see it's running down like that. Where we've dug, it's just flowing so much better. So we got to keep digging, but that sun's setting, which means it's a lot later than I think. Granted, my phone died about 2 hours ago. You're probably hungry. You're filthy. But we can jump on the other side, probably dig a little bit better. I've been going back and forth. Down there, I think there might be a line coming off the hill. I guess time will tell, but oh, I'm stuck in the mud. So that is definitely a win. This was all underneath muck. You got to think it was all there, so none of this was draining at all. So that is, well, yeah, you can see the soil is like this. So that's a big win. I was wondering why it was so damp or so saturated. Yeah, we got a ton of rain, but it's just sitting here. Actually, it's running down the hill. So I'm gonna say we probably got another one, but that's for another day. Yeah, this is what we come from, which is water really not moving at all. Like, it's moving, but it's not doing what it's supposed to do. And then we go to that. So let me walk down. I'll see what that other line looks like, give you guys a show. And then it's a little mini that could 331. I appreciate getting to run this. Water's still pouring out, creek's still high. Yeah, once it drops down, we might have to go back and just clean some things up. But three good finds. This one there, one up there. I believe there's another one actually over there. But and we got the tree out from laying in the water, so everything's actually moving along. But yeah, we're gonna have to get a bulldozer in at some point, push these piles around or pull the sticks out and spread the. There's a lot of water coming out of that. What we got for water on places, but I don't know where Yanko went. Like, he was here, he left. Grass is all greening up, which we may end up taking a cutting of grass off stuff that's good and then putting corn into it. The corn seed I got is like I forget it, 82 day to 97 day. So I got some flexibility of putting later or shorter day seed corn in and getting that grass off so that we have more feed available and utilize it. Plus it's been cold, so no point in rushing. If we can do that, that would be in a good place. So I got some stuff lined up for that. Well, that was a good day. Gained some. I'd say what I dug today, I did half of what was left up there. Once that's all dug, we're good there. We got some digging down here. Nico's probably hungry, but alrighty. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll have to run to the post office, get some fuel, see a farmer, and I love this view. So right out there, you guys can barely see it. That's the back of my property, those trees right in there. But you can see the plowed ground that I worked some there, and things greening up over there. But yeah, I'm not supposed to get rain today, but that does not look promising, all that. And then tomorrow it's supposed to rain, and then it's supposed to come out the sun for 3 days, and then it's gonna rain again. So just stopped to talk to a gentleman about hauling some manure, and it's just too wet. Ain't gonna happen. We both agreed on that. So I'm gonna get back. We're gonna dig some ditches for a little bit, and then yeah, digging ditches really ain't the best content, I agree, but at the end of the day, it is a necessity to get that done. That way we're in a good place. Like finding all that tile line that was way underneath. Well, look at this. This is water management right there. So finding all that tile line is going to be a big help when it's time to go farming. And yeah, we got a bunch of stuff we got to do. We got to get the disc. We got to get the disc. We got to get the disc. We got to manage some things. We got to plow stuff. Hopefully it is raining. Hopefully our soil samples are back mid this week, and then we can line up our fertilizer program. Yeah, I'm actually glad that it's been a colder, wet spring right now, because I don't feel so far behind. But when the weather breaks, we're gonna be behind. I know that. So alrighty, we'll jump over and do some digging. I guess it's just gonna mist a little bit. I am working on some on-farm fuel storage, so we can stop just utilizing this as our only source of fuel. It's been great though that Vivor has been awesome as far as partner of the channel and the products that I've been utilizing. I actually believe, well, let's see. I actually believe we have a package coming from them today. Oh, it says we haven't got much rain since yesterday, which is good, because we're pretty saturated. So we all remember previously how this was racing down full. Now you can actually see the bottom, things like very little. Wild dingo. Yep, gonna be wet for today. Things look good. This tile's running just a little bit. It might actually be plugged, because we got water running off there. It might have a plug, but it's not running over it, so you ain't gonna living the best life. Alrighty, we're gonna adventure up and see what we can do. There we go, we got some flow going now. I got a little bit better at this. I pulled out all those small brush and trees that needed to get in and out, pushed it up in a pile so then they're out of their way. But I'm gaining. Other than some cleaning up once it dries out a little bit, that's all we can do. It takes way too much time to pull out these little trees. So once it dries out a little bit, I'll have my buddy come over and I'll have him mulch all that, clean it up, leave any of the like big stuff like I've been doing going down the line, but clean it up, make it look good, and then we'll make sure this drainage is good for forever. We'll stay right after it if we got some issues. All of this just got overgrown, nobody maintained anything, and nobody dug any ditches, so that is why we got a lot of excess water. Like, yeah, it did rain, but so I'm almost out of fuel now, and which means I used the full tank. We've been out here, ooh, what time is it? 3:11. Wow, we have been out here a long time. So let me get moving. Got that dug out a little bit more, and finally this tile line, we're looking really good. So that is a lot of water coming out of there, which I figured. Yeah. We'll just have to clean this up. Once it dries out a little bit, all the piles, we'll sort through the sticks and whatnot, and all this stuff, we'll have to figure out how to spread it out. Somebody said, oh, you need a manure spreader, you can load it and spread it on the field. This stuff's heavy and clumpy, maybe, but not a cheap manure spreader, that's for sure. Absolutely love to see it running. Things are coming together. So I'm gonna leave that parked right there. It's got enough fuel. We're gonna mess around, move some things around here. I'm actually gonna eat something quickly. Now that it's almost 3:30, I might as well have some lunch. I was out there digging and I said, yeah, I'm only gonna dig for a little bit. Then we'll come in and do some stuff, maybe an hour or two. Yeah. I don't even know how many hours. 4.5. Well, ended up putting 2 days worth of digging into one video. Hopefully that's it for us digging at least any of those ditches. Got a little bit up front left to do. And then maybe some management. But takes quite a bit of time to dig ditches, and that's honestly why they never got maintained. And over the years, it just built up, and eventually it becomes a disaster like what we've been battling with. So we're in a much better spot. I appreciate Austin coming out, running it for a period. I called him a gentleman last time, and he said that makes him sound old. I appreciate the guy that is letting me borrow that 331 Mini. That thing is an absolute tank. So, like, they're top notch. But alrighty, that's it for digging with the Mini for right now. Finding all that tile was a big benefit. It's really going to help us out long term, and I'm excited for the future. So appreciate you guys watching along, like and subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.